Hi, my name's Jack. I'm a 25-year-old product designer who has recently moved out of London to work fully remotely while travelling. Starting in Toronto, Canada and heading south through North and South America, I'm going to be documenting my experience on this channel, so subscribe with the notification bell on so you don't miss out. Today I'm going to be showing you everything I'm packing to be a digital nomad. Right, so it's 2 days now until I leave for Canada, and to be honest it has been an absolutely manic week. I don't think I could have had a crazier week before leaving than I've had. Work's just been very busy, and also it's only 3 weeks until my master's final project is due. So this is the current situation that I'm dealing with. I'm starting to pack right now. As you can see, very little progress has been made. This is how unprepared I feel right now. I've literally just started looking up digital nomad packing lists to see what other people are bringing. And technically I'm actually leaving in less than a day, and I'm going to travel up to a friend's house in London tomorrow after work, and then following morning on Saturday is when I fly off to Toronto. What I want to do in this video is show you everything that I'm taking. So I'm gonna figure that out first, and then I'm gonna show you. It might not be until tomorrow that I show you. I might pack and then kind of unpack in the video, but we'll figure something out. Wish me luck.
A few moments later.
That was actually surprisingly easy. I feel like I've probably forgotten half my stuff. I've got like no energy now, so I don't really want to go through the stuff, but I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have realised what I've forgotten then, and then I can go through everything that I've packed and what I'm actually taking with me on my trip. See you tomorrow. Right, so we're back next day, feeling a lot more organised as I am now completely packed. So I want to go through everything that I'm taking with me. So to start off with, bags. So I'm technically taking 4 bags, which might sound a little ridiculous, but I'll explain a bit more. So the main bag that I'm taking is a large hard shell bright yellow suitcase. I bought this off Amazon, so I'll leave a link in the description to it. This is going to be my checked luggage and where I store most of my things. I did have quite a long internal debate whether I should be taking a suitcase for my travels or a large backpack, more similar to what you would take if you're backpacking. However, I decided because I'm not going to be moving around very often, I'm going to be traveling so slowly, a suitcase will be more convenient as it offers more storage, and if you're traveling less frequently, I do think it is just generally more convenient. Then the next bag I'm going to be taking is this blue Herschel backpack. This will be my kind of day-to-day rucksack. It will also be my carry-on on the flight. I'll go over what I've got inside there, but basically it's my most important possessions and a few other things that are important in case my checked luggage does end up getting lost at the airport, which unfortunately seems to be happening a lot at the moment, especially flying to and from UK airports. The next bag is this black duffel bag. Now I'm actually taking that completely empty. I'm taking this for 2 reasons. One is if I'm ever staying somewhere which doesn't have laundry facilities and I need to go to a laundrette, it'll be a lot easier to carry my laundry in that bag opposed to my backpack or the suitcase. And then second, if while I'm staying somewhere I want to do a shorter trip, but I can leave my large suitcase somewhere, it'll be convenient to have that duffel bag with me. And then the final bag I'm taking is just this black Nike bum bag. This again is just like a day bag. Again, I'm taking it completely empty and it'll be in my suitcase, but there might be a scenario where I want to use that opposed to my big backpack for carrying things around. Moving on from bags and onto clothes. Clothes is a bit of a tricky one, I think, as a digital nomad, because if you're doing a long period of traveling and you haven't fully planned out where you're going to go, you don't actually know what weather you're going to experience. Generally, I'm planning on being in hotter climates, so I've tried to pack for that. So I've got a lot of t-shirts, shorts, shirts, and not too many jumpers. I've got everything inside these packing cubes. So this, for example, is my socks and boxers. I've got enough for definitely more than a week, probably not quite 2 weeks, which I think is a fair number because it means it's not a ton that if you're gonna do your laundry that you're gonna have to do lots of rounds, but it is going to allow me not to have to do laundry every single week. Then for t-shirts, again in a cube, I've got about 10 normal t-shirts, 2 sports shirts, and then 2 kind of smarter button shirts. And then finally in this big cube, I've got 2 jumpers, or 1 jumper and 1 hoodie, a pair of chinos, a pair of black jeans, and then a smarter kind of jacket shirt, just in case I ever need that, because some of the locations are going to be kind of cities where I might be going to nicer places, so it's good to be prepared for all those scenarios. Additionally, I've got this raincoat which packs up nicely into this. It's not super stylish, it's more practical because there's a high chance that some of the places that I go will experience rainy seasons, so I think bringing a coat is fairly important, but I don't think I need a big heavy one. If I need to layer up, I'll wear a few jumpers and that raincoat. Then I'm taking a cap in case I ever have a bad hair day. And in terms of shoes, I'm taking 1 pair of New Balance trainers, 1 pair of boat shoes, which will be a bit smarter, and then these, my favourite sliders, which I wear pretty much all the time when I'm inside. Oh, and I'm also taking a belt, which I didn't mention. So as you can see, all of those cubes fit very nicely into one side of the suitcase, and the other more miscellaneous things fit in the other side, along with the other things which I'm bringing, which I'll talk about now. Just a quick reminder, all the product links for everything I talk about in this video will be in the description. Cool, back to what I was talking about before. So I've got this bag of toiletries, a lot of random things in here to be fair that I might need, just like deodorant, plasters, paracetamol, that kind of thing, nothing too exciting. It looks like quite a lot. Maybe I am bringing too much, as everywhere I go I will be able to buy stuff, but I did have the space in my suitcase, and because I already owned it, I thought might as well not waste what I already have and just bring it. Then most other things that I'm bringing fit into kind of either technology or a general category. One main piece of technology that I'm bringing is my MacBook. As I'll be working throughout my entire trip, this is extremely important as I've got to continue paying the bills, or well, funding the travel as opposed to paying the bills, I guess, these days. Then along with that, I'll be bringing an Apple Magic Mouse, this USB-C adapter which works with the MacBook, obviously the charger for the MacBook. I'll be taking this iPad. I think the thing I'll use this iPad for most is probably a second screen with my MacBook. That's really useful when working, and the two work really well together. I've then also got this kind of hard shell carry case which is going in my suitcase. This has a bunch of miscellaneous items and tech. This includes a pair of sunglasses. I do have another pair that I'm taking as well. A watch, which is a bit smarter than the one I'm wearing. A portable hard drive, should I need to back up any thing, mainly YouTube videos is what I back up. Another lens for my camera. I am filming on my Canon M50 at the moment, which I am taking along with the microphone and tripod for it. Then I've got 2 neutral density filters for the lenses, which help recording outside. Cleaning cloth, super interesting. A bunch of cables, obviously, mainly USB-C or USB charging cables. Padlock, which might be useful in some scenarios. The main one that comes to mind is if I get a gym membership in any locations. Quite often the lockers at the gyms do require a padlock. A Bluetooth speaker, which is always a good way to either make friends or piss people off, so we'll see which happens with this Bluetooth speaker. A chest mount for my GoPro, which just reminded me I didn't actually mention I am taking my GoPro. So the chest mount might be useful if I'm doing some more action related things, or if I want to do specific YouTube videos such as POV photography in a certain location. Then I just have the charger for my camera in this bag, and that is about it. Another miscellaneous item that is sitting at the bottom of the suitcase is this, which you probably can't guess what it is. It's actually a sleeping mask. Finally, I'm just going to go through what I'm taking in my carry-on. A few of the items that I have shown already I will be taking in my carry-on. That includes my iPad, my MacBook, my camera, the GoPro, basically items that I don't want to lose or don't want to be without for too long if my checked luggage does get lost. So first I have this file which includes some important documents, things such as photocopies of my passport in case I lose that and need to prove that I'm a real human being. Also some medical records related to vaccinations that are required to go into different countries. The most common one seems to be yellow fever as a requirement to go into a lot of South American countries, so I do have that in here. Then I have a water bottle. It is a Chili's one that was given to me by my old company. This small blue bag, which is actually from the same set as the packing cubes. In here I've just got a spare change of clothes, so some socks, boxers and a t-shirt. Just again, in case my checked luggage gets lost, I think it's good to be prepared for those situations. I've got my Bose headphones, they're noise cancelling, so when I'm on the flight, I can focus on either doing some work or listening to a movie. Also, who knows what scenarios I'm going to be working in over the next few months, so it's good to have noise cancelling headphones. Then I've got a carry-on toiletries bag, which just includes the most important things such as toothbrush, toothpaste, that kind of fun stuff. A large portable charger. This is actually big enough to charge my MacBook, which is great. It has enough wattage to do that, so I'm sure that will come in handy at some point. And then this little power plug, which is really cool. It adapts to all the different countries. I actually saw this charger on TikTok by another creator called Minimal Traveler, so thank you to her for the recommendation, and I'll make sure to link her TikTok in the description if you want to know more or see her other videos. Anyway, that I think is everything that I'm taking. Definitely not a minimal traveler here, so we'll see once I've started my trip if I regret any of the decisions I've made in terms of how much I've brought, what I decided to bring and ended up being useless, stuff maybe that I didn't bring. It'd be quite interesting to make this video again in about 6 months or so, when I'm a bit more experienced with kind of the digital nomad life, and just see how much my approach to what I take changes during that time. So it's a couple of hours now until I actually leave my mum's house in Dorset and head up to London to stay at my friend's before getting my flight tomorrow. I'm going to end this video here, and I'm unsure what the next video will be, but more than likely it will be in Canada unless something goes seriously wrong. So if you want to keep most up to date with my travels, then I'd recommend following me on Instagram at jackjenkinsyt. I'm also on all other social media platforms, so all the links will be in the description, so feel free to follow me on those. If you enjoyed this video, click the thumbs up. Feel free to judge my packing choices in the comments section below. Subscribe for more videos, and hopefully see you in the next one.